And good morning, world. It is about 9:30 in the morning. It is Sunday, the 27th of August 2017. Sun's in Virgo, moon is in Scorpio all day, no void moon, although there's a long one tomorrow, forewarned is forearmed. Mercury is still retrograde and will be for about another 8 or 9 days. Venus moved into Leo yesterday. Today, the big aspect, I've been waiting for this one a long time, Jupiter in the sky sextiling Saturn for the final time for about 4 years. Very auspicious transit, makes for very good business and financial, the blend of opportunity and structure, the blend of growth with hard work. When Jupiter and Saturn are in good aspect to each other, most people's business plans, financial opportunities all seem to flourish and develop. And this is a nice aspect. It's the cornerstone of a set of nice aspects involving Jupiter, Saturn, but also Mars and Uranus, that have been around over the last week and are going to be around for the next 4 or 5 days. So for many people, for the majority of people, this is a better time than average. It is one of the better times of 2017. Now, I realise this is scant consolation for those people in Texas and on the receiving end of the tropical storm that's there. But then, I'm not being denigrating or putting them down, but then there's tropical storms and tornadoes and hurricanes all over the world, especially in the eastern parts of the world, which we in the West don't really hear about, or if we do, we just conveniently ignore. It's only when it hits the Western world that it suddenly achieves disaster proportions. And as far as I know, 2 people have died in the Texas one so far. I'm sure there'll be more, and my commiserations go to them. But it's weather, and it happens. And contrary to popular belief, you cannot predict the weather by astrology. And anyone who says you can, I would take umbrage with, because the weather is always changing all over the world. In that light, while Mercury's retrograde, it's difficult to get a clear perspective on anything. I'm finding that a lot of people are becoming a little bit, not unhinged or deranged, but a lot more vociferous in their particular opinions. And one thing I found with astrology is that the more you know about astrology, the more centralised and focused one's own opinions become. For example, I make no secret of my horoscope. My horoscope is public knowledge. I'm quite prepared to give it to anyone who wants it, because those people who don't know enough astrology and then comment on other people's horoscopes, they pull out certain things and go, oh, this is what makes you like this. But once you know enough astrology, you realise that once you've got the magic of it, the power-filled, not the powerful, but the power-filled energy of this, then you realise that what you've got actually is not so much a question of being able to analyse someone through their horoscope. It's being able to flow with them, to be able to understand what makes them think, feel and behave the way they do, and to empathise with them. And perhaps the empathic quality of astrology over recent years hasn't been stressed enough. It's all very well being compassionate and sympathetic, but empathy is going to be one of the buzzwords of the next decade. In that light, yesterday, for the first time in many, many months, I found myself, by accident almost, looking at the analytics on my YouTube website, and with surprise and pleasure, I realised that yesterday, 6 years ago yesterday, I posted my first YouTube video. So today, the 27th of August, is the start of my 7th year on YouTube. I'm a strong believer in 7-year cycles. Once you've been in a relationship 7 years, once you've been working at a job for 7 years, once you've been doing something for 7 years, really 7.25 years, then it's going to last permanently. So I'm now entering my 7th year of broadcasting on YouTube. And I've had some nice comments on one of these apps called Facebook. I don't know, I don't do Facebook. But big thank you to all those world who have complimented me. Here's to the next year. And what can I say? 7 years, blimey. I would never have expected this. I really didn't expect this. I always wanted astrology to be taught in schools, and now I find myself pontificating on astrology into the world, and hopefully bringing it more into people's consciousness, because that's really what I set out to do. So here's to another 6 years. So into the 7th year, even though it's a Mercury retrograde. I haven't got plans for the future, because making plans on a Mercury retrograde is silly, but I've certainly got some ideas for the near future, and I'll be sharing them with you once Mercury stops going retrograde in 9 days' time. Meantime, Jupiter sextile to Saturn today. Have a great day, folks. Catch you later. Bye.